As you said, Lyndon, I think it's very difficult in the center that you have played the game, I have played this game. So, and also I think you were talking about the big shot of Andy. I think he's trying his shot because he has to score runs also, because that's his strength there. So I think he got to choose the correct ball to hit that shot.
Cheski ball into Kolita, Nayanananda. Full toss, played it straight. Back to Bennett.
Players.
It's a third ball situation once again. Sri Lanka have to fight for every run. Nothing coming easy their way. These Australians are so good at what they do. Each one of them supporting each other. There goes Teske. That one is played nicely. To the back net behind the wicket keeper. 1 run scored. The total on 4 to the skin. Lyle Teske, very good at what he does behind the stumps as wicket keeper, but does turn his arm over extremely well as he bowls those in-dipping swinging Yorkers. Here is Teske. Goes. He's played straight and it beats Rob Fitzgerald. That's a bad misplay from him, and that's a 4+1, 5 runs of a big way to end that over. Sri Lanka after 10 overs are 9 runs. Jack up.
Players. Ready? Please. Okay, guys.
The start of the 11th over. Reese Dianas, the man with the ball. Rob Fitzgerald, very good on that third line. Absolutely superb. Does a lot of work for the Australians, but on that last occasion, let the ball go from under his hands. Sri Lanka getting welcome 5 runs. Here's Dianas looking to play that big shot again. Gets a kick to inside edge, the ball running to the back net behind the keeper. 1 more run scored, total now 1 to 10. Sri Lanka have to take this up to around 40 or 50 to have any chance of putting Australia under any kind of pressure. This
as you say, Lyndon, I think they must have a decent total for the bowlers to bowl. So as you say, like even if you can get 45 to 50 runs even, that's something where the bowlers will have some sort of chance to bowl at Aussies.
It's Kolganananda waiting for Riz Dianas. Outside the off stump beats him. Third ball situation, again another third ball situation. You can see the Australians grind themselves up at every given opportunity. At the end of the over, between balls, whenever it's possible. They're feeling the heat, the humidity, a lot of sweating out there. Trying to keep their hands dry so that they can control this ball. Dianas bowls. Short and very well played by Nayanananda. On top of that one, plays it down to the carpet and top of the net. An easy 2 runs. That's good batting from Kolita.
Excellent work by Kolita. That's what they should be doing. They are waiting for the loose one to get their runs. So that's where. So Lyndon, I think what is the target you will be expecting Sri Lanka to make at this point?
Come to that balls. Ramps Andy Solomon up. No damage done. The score now 112 in the 11th over. Deva, I think the Sri Lankans need to get closer to the 50 runs mark because given the position that they are, we have just another over for this batting pair and another 4 overs to come. And if they can get close to 45 to 50, that will give something for them to bowl at. Solomon turns that around the corner, picks up another 2. The total now on to 13. The skin also on 13. So a little bit more cheer in the spectator area. A lot of clapping and cheering for the Sri Lankans. This DNS bowls to Kolita on the next side.
Last ball.
And called good by the umpire. He didn't think that it went far enough to be called wide.
Yes.
So 14 runs now the total. Sri Lanka fighting hard, giving it their best shot against the best team in the world. Venus bowls, and that off cutter beautifully bowled, beats Kolita at the end of the 11th over. Sri Lanka 14.
One over spare. Next. Was ready. Please. Ready. Ready. Go. 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 Good go. Was ready.
So the last over of this skin to be bowled, the 12th of the innings, and it's going to be David Hankins.
Players. Good go, players.
Represents the Western Australia and the Australian domestic league. And this is going to be a third ball situation. David Hankins has been a surprise package for the Australians. He bowls very extremely well bowled on that occasion. Beautifully bowled. Andy Solomon's unable to get any batter on that that time as the ball swung away from him, and they drop another 5 runs. The score now dropping to 9.
Excellent bowling, because that was the third ball and he really got the wicket. It was a movement of outswing going away, so that's where I think Andy Solomon's getting out. He couldn't get a bat on it. So, and Sri Lanka losing another wicket at this point, so it has come to this pairs total to 9, and total also to 9, this pair also to 9.
So I just saw a section of the crowd. They are all enjoying what's taking place in the center of the court. It's a lot of fun. That's what he played towards Rob, and he sends in a throw, but Andy Solomon's diving for the crease. On that occasion, Rob Fitzgerald getting the collection that he needed, but Bennett has fumbled a couple of times at back stump, not collecting the throw. It's not easy, that back stumper's position. Deva, you know that back stumper is such a responsible position to
I think
man.
that's your position, Lyndon.
Yeah, Deva, I know it was a tough call on myself. And it's a very tough position. You're the last man of defense. You have to take all the throws that come your way. And some of them are not the best throws that you can collect, but still you're called upon to do your job. That one, Kolita Nayanan, they're looking for the cut onto the carpet, and the top of the net misses it. David Hankins has the ability to swing it both ways, and we have seen it in this over. The first one was a beautiful outswinger. That was a third ball situation, and he bowled one away from Kolita as well. Again, that one, oh, beautifully bowled, and again fantastically fielded there. DNS man at point, picking up clean, a quick return back to Bennett. Andy Solomons was diving back to his crease very, very quickly. Sri Lanka will do well not to lose any more wickets at this point of time. The final over of the skin. 11 runs already scored. But he's one in the air. And down and up. Reece Janus could not get the snap down onto the stumps as he would have liked. So Sri Lanka score 1 run on that delivery. The total on to 12. We see the Australian ladies team who beat the Sri Lankan ladies 3-0 and took away the championship trophy. And now who is going to take away the men's trophy? This one he played well, very well, turning around He swooped around on that one, and the Solomons have played it to the top of the net. So 2 more runs scored, total now on to 14.
Well played by Andy, playing on the leg side and getting 2 runs. So this pair's total moving to 14 and the total also to 14 runs.
Sri Lanka need to play tight, to give a lot of thought to the last couple of deliveries. Hanking is going to try a lot of things here. That one in the air and falls short of the fielder. And once again Kolija watching the ball, not staying in his ground when he was not running. The throw coming towards the keeper's end, where that is dodged. It's been referred to the TV umpire. Let's see where Kolija was. Was he in or out? We're waiting for the replay.
Excellent bowling, Lyndon, as you say. He's moving both ways. You can see for the right hander going out, the left hand also is bowling away.
Deva, we are waiting for the replay. Once again, you saw a little bit of slack from the Sri Lankans. Here comes the replay now. Kolija played that one, got an outside edge. The ball was in the air for a long time. He stayed out of his crease, and I think as he made it. Here we go. Just about making it, Just about making it. So this should come in his favor. We wait for the umpire's call on this. Umpire Dimutu Samarakuri, yes, that's not out.
The benefit of the doubt.
Extremely good fielding from the Australians. You can see they finish the play. There is no half measures from the Australians. They don't care where you are as a batsman, but they will finish the play and expect whatever result to come their way.
Perfectly. We have seen that from both ends.
Making bowls. Very well played. Excellently played by Kolija. The end of 12 overs. Sri Lanka moving on to 16.
Pleasure, please.
So just about to see the commencement of the 13th over, and it's the first over of the final skin for Sri Lanka, and the pair representing Sri Lanka will be Sanjay Ganguly will be on strike, and with him his partner Amla Ratnayaka. It's Fitzgerald to bowl to Ganguly, and he's very quietly forward to that one. So Sri Lanka will have to bat extremely well in this skin if they're going to get anywhere close to a score that they can put pressure on the Australians. Fitzgerald bowls. It's straight, and he's running on that one. That was a corner ball chance that was missed. 1 run on that occasion. The total moves on to 17, and we'll now cross over to Amaya. She has got the coach of the Australian ladies team, Donna Delby, with her. So over to you, Amaya.
Thank you very much. All right. So Sri Lanka have now put 16 runs up on the board. So if they can keep this momentum going, there's a good fight coming up yet. But right now, as you said, I have the coach of the Australian women's team with me, and she's Donna Dolby now. She was here back in 2004 as well as the captain of the Australian women's team. She's here as the coach today. So Donna, how was the series so far for you?
Oh, terrific. We've had a great time. It's been competition played in really great spirit. So yeah, no, we've had a great time. Thank you.
That's great to hear. But any improvements you see in the Sri Lankan side playing with you for 4 days?
Absolutely. So we saw a lot more consistency with the way they ran between wickets, a lot better understanding between them as they sort of got to know how each other played. yeah, their enthusiasm throughout was enormous. And what we saw was interesting is they tried different things throughout with batting. In the second game, they came out attacking, sort of went back to more conservative style of playing in the third game. So, yeah, it was good to see.
All right, and have your girls enjoyed the tournament as well?
We've had a great time. It's yeah, been a really terrific tour for us because we had a number of inexperienced players. So really good chance to do some training, play some games and sort of bring them through into the Australian setup.
You were here in Sri Lanka in 2004. Any changes you see in the country now?
Oh, the changes in the country are enormous. The infrastructure with roads, it's so much cleaner. Yeah, the brands on shelves. Gee, what else? The one thing that has remained constant, though, is how friendly everybody is and how respectful people are. That's really nice.
Thank you so much. But right now, the guys are having their little final battle here. And how do you think the match is faring so far?
20 runs on the board. I'd love to see 50 or 60. I think that'd put a little bit of pressure on the Aussies and make a real game of it. So the last pair need some runs to make it a very interesting and exciting final.
All right, so hopefully they can do that. Thank you so much, Donna, for speaking to us, and thank you so much for being here. And it's great to hear that you've had a great tournament as well. Of course, it has been a great series here on MTV Sports, but right now I'm going to give you back to the commentary box.
Thank you, Amaya. And as you come, we have a referral back to the TV umpire for a run out at the bowler's end. The ball was hit very straight by Ganguly and Amila backing up, but seemed to have got back. But let's see what the replay shows us. Here comes the replay right now. Ball was hit back, and I think Amila had that one covered. So good for him. He was aware of what was really happening as Ganguly hit that one straight. Didn't back up too far. He's got his bat over the line before the birds were taken off. So this should come in his favor. So the end of 13 overs, Sri Lanka 24.
Referee.
The start of the 14th over. It's going to be Vinesh Bennett to bowl to Amli Ratnayaka. Sri Lanka recovering well. Good first over for this final pair. That's one hit beautifully by Amli Ratnayaka past Fritcherel. DNS could not cover it. It's 4 runs to Sri Lanka. So 28 runs now. Sri Lanka making a rise here. The challenge to the Australians. 12 runs already for this final stint. Bennett to Ganguly. These two batsmen will be looking for the big shot, no doubt about it. Here runs Bennett. Again, that's in the air. And Royko unable to get a hand to it. So 2 more runs scored. Ganguly hitting that one up, almost caught by Royko. But luckily for him, it was too close to the net. And so Sri Lanka survived. 30 runs now. Here is Bennett now. To Amli Ratnayaka. Sri Lanka making a charge. When it played. Oh, narrow shame on that occasion. Ratnayaka playing it low and running. The flick throw came, was not collected by Teskey. And the return throw from McDougall, I believe, who was in that area on the leg side, missed the stump as Ratnayaka dived in. Close call for Sri Lanka. Very close call. A lot of excitement here, Deva.
Yeah, I think, Lyndon, we should not lose wickets because they have started very well in this over, sir. And Amila and these two are batting really well. So this is the pair to make runs for Sri Lanka for the bowlers to have some decent score to bowl.
So there's a misunderstanding on the two batsmen. That time Sanjay running, Amila not. And that's the fault that they're not making the eye contact that they need to. They need to be backing their and trusting their partner. If they see them running with the eye contact, they need to respond. And we didn't see that happening on that last ball. So 5 runs reduced, 25 runs now. Sri Lanka, the skin at 9. A lot of hard work we put in to catch the run, so they need to be aware of that. Here is Bennett. That one gets away from him, plays it to the top of the net. 2 runs collected. Score on to 27, Skin on to 11.
Excellent shot, Linden, because he moved in onto his leg side and playing onto the offside. So the 2 runs, excellent shot by Amila. And earlier also we saw that he straight drive, another 4 runs, he's scoring 4 plus 1, 5.
Dinesh Bennett, the left-hander Ganguly. Plays that and he scored brilliantly by Raiko. Very low, almost took the catch off his shoelaces and reduces Sri Lanka to 22.
Excellent fielding, Linden. As you say, now this over we have lost 2 wickets. I think the purpose is not to lose wickets at this point, but the pressure is on for them to get 2 runs on the board. But still Aussies are doing their real basics and really giving a fight to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's batting.
Here's Bennett. Looks for the best big shot. Swing delivery from Dinesh Bennett. And he takes it on his body. No chance of any runs. We scored Sri Lanka 22. We are in the 14th over of their innings. The last ball of the 14th over coming up. Bennett runs in and bowls to Ganguly. Plays that one quietly. A good change of pace on the last delivery. Plays forward. The end of 14 overs. Sri Lanka 22.
Carlos. Hello.
So it will be David Hankins to bowl the 15th over of the Sri Lankan innings. David has bowled extremely well in this tournament. Picked up a couple of man of the match awards. And he bowled to 2 fielders closing on the leg side. McDougall very straight on the onside and DNS almost at the back net. Running on the 3rd ball. And there's a dive by Amila Ratnayaka. It's been referred to the TV umpire. Let's see what the result is. I believe that was the 3rd ball situation. Yeah, and he looks out. So unfortunate for Sri Lanka losing another wicket here. 5 more runs reduced. They dropped to 17.
As we are talking, Linden, I think we are losing continuously. We are losing wickets and the scoreboard also really coming down. So for the, I think Sri Lanka, these two overs, they have to get some sort of decent total. At least we are talking about 40 runs. So they should bat sensibly, like, you know, getting runouts, you know. So it's very worst part on Sri Lanka's batting at this point. So definitely they should recover the score.
Taking balls to Ganguly. Looks to play the big shot, and there is an appeal for a stumping. Lyle Teskey is so good behind the stumps, has the bails off in a flash, and this has also gone to the TV umpire. Let's see what the replay shows us. Did he raise his foot when the bails are taken off? Here we go. Oh yeah, this seems to be in the air.
Yeah.
Seems to be in the air. This one could be a disaster for Sri Lanka.
It's in there.
Very close one for Ganguly. Has he got that toe down, or is it still in the air? That is the call that the TV umpire will have to make. That is the call the TV umpire will have to make. Has he got his foot down? Has he got that toe touching the ground, or is there a gap between his toe and the ground as the bails are taken off? Big call by Dimuthu Samarakodi here. He's having another look at it. He's not convinced, but he's still looking.
The last minute we don't know, Linden, exactly what's happening there.
It's in the air there, but when the bails come out, there, has he got that, he's that foot down.
Foot down,
Or is he
yes.
still in the air? That's the call. Oh, he's given the benefit of doubt to the,
Benefit of the doubt to the
batsman.
batsman.
Benefit of the doubt on that occasion. He was not convinced with the, it was in the air, and so that goes in favour of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka on 17, Hanking bowls. Again, Gangodevilla playing that, looking for the back net, beaten as Hanking has the ability to swing it both ways and also bowl a quick cutter, which he bowled in the last two balls, Deva.
That's off cutter, yeah, quick cutter. The last two balls we saw that he's bowling, so that's excellent change of pace.
Another third ball coming up. Here goes Hanking. Absolute disaster.
Disaster.
Third ball that Gangodevilla had missed consecutively. This is disappointing from a Sri Lankan point of view. The score dropping to 12, -4 now for the skin. Hanking's now bowling. Pramila Ratnaika bowling beautifully here. And there is a direct hit from Rob Fitzgerald, beautifully fielded, and Gangodevilla is run out. On that occasion, Michael Guest didn't need the TV umpire, directly given that one out. -9 for the skin, 7 runs the total.
So
And this is absolutely disaster for Sri Lanka.
This over, I think Aussies are giving a real tight situation to Sri Lankans, getting about 3 wickets, I think, in this over, Linden.
You're right, Deva.
3 wickets.
Hanking has been the surprise package. He has bowled beautifully for the Australians in this series. Oh, again beaten outside the off stump. Beautiful over this has been. What an over, Deva. What an absolute peach of an over.
Excellent, because he was bowling his cutters, and I think Gangodevilla also know. I think he should watch it because continuously he was beaten by about 3-4 balls like that. So I think he should really concentrate and pushing on to the offside, getting in line.
Brilliantly caught by Bennett. That was off the side net. And another dismissal here. Sri Lanka losing their way in this 15th over. Now -14 for this skin. And it was not long ago that the skin was around 14 itself in the positive.
Never allowing Sri Lankans to come out. Aussies are really so under pressure. I think Gangodevilla playing outdoor shot, a big shot, and getting out. So Sri Lanka losing the 4th wicket in this over.
And over.
So the end of 15 overs, Sri Lanka just 2 runs.
One over. Five ready.
It will be Lance McDougall to complete this innings, bowling the 16th over of the Sri Lankan innings.
I think real disappointment for Sri Lanka, the way they are batting.
First and last innings have been disasters where Sri Lanka is concerned. And this pair make it up somewhat. What can they do? Lance McDougall bowls. And that's a clean bowled Gangodevilla. Gangodevilla has lost it completely. He is just throwing this game away for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, even we can see Linden, because he's not getting line with the ball and he's just throwing his bat away, you know. And he knows that so many times in the last over even he was getting beaten for the off cutter. But he's not getting line with the ball and playing, so he's just throwing his bat away.
Dougal bowls again. Johnny drives and makes it down, collects 3 runs. The score now comes to 0. It's minus 16 now for this Skin. What a disappointment for this reasonable crowd that has gathered here at the Austasia Sports Complex.
Especially the finals. I mean, I think so much expectation were there by the spectators. So much of disappointment at this moment.
Goal. That's a straight one, 6 plus 1, 7. Beautifully played by Amali Ratnakar. He's been looking for this. Takes the total on to 7. Minus 9 now, this Skin. Using his field, coming out.
Excellent. Something for spectators at this point. Getting 6 plus 1, 7 runs.
Here's Matt Dougal.